You too. And we have CADTalk coming up next to do their 15-minute demo, so welcome.
It's a whole new meaning to 15 minutes of fame, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
I am.
All right. We will let you take it away then.
Very good. So, hello everyone. I'm Jeff Brickler. I'm with CADTalk. CADTalk is been with Acumatica since about 2016. We are a integration platform between Acumatica and various CAD, PDM, and PLM systems. That's a lot of acronyms. That really gets down to designing, engineering, manufacturing. So for manufacturing companies who do design their own parts, design everything, and need to get that information from the design engineers into Acumatica as quickly, efficiently, and accurately as possible to hand it off to manufacturing so that you can get the product to the shop floor and then get out the door to the customer, reduce lead times, improve efficiencies, and get to market 5 times faster. So we'll have a short demonstration of 15 minutes of CADTalk. So what CADTalk does, it is a middleware platform that translates data between the systems. Between today, we're going to show SolidWorks, but we do work with many other engineering systems. They're very unique to each company. Common ones are SolidWorks, Autodesk, Inventor. There's also PTC Creo and Windchill and NX and Teamcenter. So various programs that we use to extract data like bills of material, item information, and be able to transform that, translate that into Acumatica manufacturing bills of material. So today I'm going to be showing this propeller gear shaft assembly, kind of a cool little design. It's just something small for this for the demonstration. Create a couple. What we'll do is we'll create some parts in Acumatica. So we'll go from the idea of you're going to create new designs. So engineering is going to create new designs, a new assembly that they need to release into Acumatica for manufacturing, and then show what it looks like to go directly from engineering all the way to ready to be released to the shop floor with a push of a button. And we'll also talk a little bit about changes. So common things in manufacturing companies that do lots of engineering is changes. You have to deal with changes. Customer has a change. You need to maybe you don't have the material. You need to make an engineering change. A lot of reasons. How do we handle changes when you have an engineering change and that needs to update the bill of material in Acumatica so that you can get the latest updates as quickly as possible out of engineering and into manufacturing and into the rest of the business so that you can, if you need to create new POs or cancel POs, or do you need to do a rework, all of that can be done quickly and efficiently. So I'm going to show this gear shaft assembly twice. First, I will create everything brand new. Nothing exists in Acumatica. And then we'll go into the interface of CADTalk and see what that looks like. And then we'll update that bill of material with a change, right? We'll add this propeller shaft with this new bearing to see what it looks like when you have a change, an additional part added to the bill. So I'm going to minimize CADTalk. So minimize my e-drawings, my viewer there so that you can see CADTalk. CADTalk is a middleware product installed locally on premise. Most CAD softwares today still are installed on end user machines. So engineers are using their computers or laptops or desktops to do designs. They have SolidWorks installed locally. And we have a direct API connection into Acumatica, and we are certified and have been certified every new release of Acumatica, at least for the past 5 years. Continue to keep those integrations up to date and adding new features every day. So you'll notice here, so simply we can log into Acumatica from the CADTalk application. So again, CADTalk is kind of sitting between Acumatica and the engineering systems. I log into Acumatica with that connection, live connection. I'm just going to select that propeller shaft that you saw to see what it looks like. And then what CADTalk will do is it automatically reads that quickly the data coming out of the CAD. And then I'm going to select which which structure, what bill of material I want, and then process that. So CADTalk does that translation very much like a Google Translate or a Chat GPT, translates that data out of SolidWorks or any CAD, PDM, or PLM system, and then translates it using our advanced intelligence into what Acumatica needs. And so Acumatica has its own structure for a bill of material that's not the same as you would get in engineering. You do have overlaps between engineering and manufacturing bills, but they're not the same thing. So what you need to do is you need to have an intelligent integration that does the translation between the two systems and knows how to do that. So what you see presented is what we call like a WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. What you're looking at here is a proposed or a potential bill of material with new items in Acumatica. So everything in CADTalk is color coded, red, yellows, and greens, just like a traffic light to indicate new, existing, and where changes are. So brand new parts are in that red color you see on your screen. The yellow highlighting that you see as though someone came by from a college class and highlighted, those are areas where we're going to write data, right? Changes are happening, something for you to focus on. And then green icons, which we're not seeing yet, but will in a few minutes, those will show synchronized and data that is synchronized in Acumatica. So notice here, that's all red. I have a propeller shaft assembly, then the shaft itself, and then the gear. It's just a simple build, just to show what it looks like. But you'll notice in the CAD system, typically I only have the shaft, the gear, and the assembly itself. All this other information about item class and item status and unit of measure and the BOM header here with the type of revision and warehouse and start date, and even the operation that are automatically added, that CADTalk with the intelligence was able to automatically figure out that you want an assembly operation on Work Center 10. All of that's only in Acumatica. So that's where CADTalk comes in, is able to, using its intelligence, figure out what SolidWorks has and turn it into that Acumatica. So just from a few pieces of data in SolidWorks, it's really expanding that out into that complete manufacturing bill of material. Now, you'll notice here, right, I'm also tracking that this part exists in my CAD system, right? It exists in SolidWorks, but doesn't in Acumatica. And then, of course, I have the quantities. CADTalk supports all the major fields in Acumatica so that you can turn them on and off and write to them, including attributes. If you add additional attributes or custom fields, CADTalk will be able to access them directly in this interface. And that's going to go for every part of the bill. So in Acumatica, this is multiple screens. You have an inventory parts screen, you have a bill of material screen, you have an engineering workbench screen. CADTalk can see all of that in one place. And then notice here, I can show any kind of information I need at each level. So at the BOM level, I can see the end date, the beginning date, the start date, the revision. At the operation level, I can see all the operation information like machine units, machine time, run times. And then, of course, at the component or the bill of material level, I can see the BOM lines. I can see all of that information as well. So we're really providing the deepest level of integration to fit every customer needs. So CADTalk has customers on 5 continents all across the world with Acumatica, in North America, so US, Canada, but also in Australia, Europe, and Asia. So really all over the world. Now notice this interface, everything is red and not yet in Acumatica. If I want to save, I can. Before I do that, if I need to make any other kind of modifications or changes or additional parts I want to add to the bill, I have a really great right-click menu that allows me to enrich the bill even further. So if I want to search Acumatica for additional parts, paint or glue or hardware kits or other non-CAD or non-geometry information or parts or items, I can add them directly right in here. Really simple. So let's get to it. How quickly can CADTalk, with the press of one button, be able to go from engineering to manufacturing? Well, I press that button, then as you'll see, those red icons will go from red to green. So that will be my visual indication that what was not existing in Acumatica at all is now done ready to go and released, not released, excuse me, ready to go in Acumatica. So now from here, you can create a production order in Acumatica and begin working on the shop floor. Now, if I leave CADTalk, right, and I go over to Acumatica, I can simply click in here and then look, I have that bill of material already here, right? That propeller shaft assembly. I put it in the right warehouse, the right start date. I have that bill of material with two components as well as the work center. So again, CADTalk can take that information directly from a source and for the source, I mean, whatever CAD or engineering system you have, run its intelligence on it, be able to figure out what Acumatica needs, how to route the parts through the shop, run times, what's changed about the part, even attach documents like PDFs and other files that are very useful for the shop floor, PDF step files, or even images of the part that you can see. Directly attach those in Acumatica. All right, so switching back over to CADTalk, what I want to get into is I want to go now to this other changed version, right? So let's imagine that I've changed this. I've gone through, I needed to edit, customer has different requirements, and now I need to change this bill of material. I got to add that bearing onto the end of that gear shaft assembly. Simple enough, right? I've changed it already in engineering. It's been approved. Now I just need to load that back up to, in Rev 2. I'm going to select that same propeller shaft now at Rev 2, select the configuration I want. CADTalk's going to process. Again, live connections with both the engineering and Acumatica, the live translation happening in real time. And you'll notice here, as I mentioned before, that color change, right? That traffic light, red, yellows, and greens. And now I have that the full traffic light here. I have yellow icons indicating where I've made changes. The green icons indicate that, hey, this part hasn't been changed. And then the red icon of indicating, hey, this is a new part and it's a new to this bill of material. So notice here, right? I'm even uploading a new thumbnail. So no longer I'm going to replace the existing thumbnail with this new one that has the propeller, excuse me, has that bearing on it. Notice down here, I'm going to upload a new thumbnail of that shaft. I'm going to upload a new thumbnail of that gear, and I'm going to add this. I'm going to add this bearing right on the end of there. And then, of course, I'm going to add that as a bill of material. So notice here, CADTalk always tracks this part's in CAD right now, but it's not in Acumatica. Now, the other parts are in both, but this is going to be added to Acumatica. We're going to track that as well. And if I scroll over to the right, I'll see that quantity. Now, notice what I have over here on the right-hand side. That's going to track all of those changes. So any changes at any level, CADTalk will be able to see those. And then, of course, if you ever want to switch back, you can. And then, how quick are changes? Just as quick as creating new. Press that button, and then CADTalk will create and update all of those changes just that quickly in Acumatica. With green, we're ready to go. So, only about a minute left here. So I wanted to make sure, kind of recap what we saw. That CADTalk as a platform, it has a long-standing deep integration with Acumatica for bills of material translated out of engineering systems like Autodesk Inventor here or SolidWorks, which you saw today. And what we're doing is providing a configurable product, a configurable solution that fits your needs. No two companies engineer and manufacture everything the same. Everybody has a different work centers. They have different materials they use, different design and engineering standards. And so CADTalk provides an easy pre-built solution that is also configurable to fit every customer's needs. So that wraps up my 15 minutes of fame. I really appreciate the time today, Amy. If you have any questions,
We
again, you
do.
can.
We
Oh,
have two.
great.
Does CADTalk work with cabinet vision?
Yes, CADTalk can work with cabinet vision. Yes, that is a common question.
There you go. That was it. Woohoo, you had the first question.
Hey, I'll take it.
I will too. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. I
Thank you.
appreciate you showing this. It's amazing.